Hello, friends! Okay, if you are watching on the replay and you are new to my page, my name is Kayla. I'm pinning this comment really quick, which is why I'm looking down. My name is Kayla, and I teach easy peasy makeup, typically out of this one compact. And in fact, I am going to build my one compact with you today. So I'm going to show you the makeup I've been using for 3 years, over 3 years now. And I also do this full time. So if you're ever wanting to know more about that, just let me know. I have been trying out a lot of viral makeup. I love testing out makeup and I love doing it for people. Just if they ever have like questions, I can, hold on, let me pull this down a little bit. I can give them honest reviews. However, in doing so, I have been breaking out like a teenage boy, like even down on my neck where I've like blended things down, and I'm like, this is why I don't venture out. This is why I don't venture out from my Saint makeup. So, okay, I'm going to put my hair back just a little bit. I'm going to look like I did in middle school when I used my like little butterfly clips, which are very trendy again, apparently. So I have not as much redness today as I did yesterday. Yesterday I had a lot of redness. So I do have some redness here. I have some breakouts here that we are going to cover up. And if you're like, I don't have anything to cover up, don't worry about this part. But a lot of people have redness. And typically, with normal foundation, I'm going to be looking over here a lot and grabbing these colors off of my little thing over here. With normal foundation, we typically do layer on layer on layer on layer, right? Well, with cream makeup, we do something a little different. We're going to color correct a bit. And instead of putting on tons of layers, we're going to do less. Can you talk about formula? I'm super sensitive. Yes. So we have our ingredients, especially in our highlights, contours, bronzers, are 11 simple ingredients. I also have sensitive skin, clearly, because any of these makeup, all of these makeup companies that are talking about how they have like really, I'm not doing that first. I'm doing my tinted moisturizer, have really great products or ingredients for your skin. They make me break out. So I'm not saying they're not great and they don't work for people, but everything I've been trying that's different from my Saint makeup and then a couple of my Celeste products has been making me break out. So, okay. I'm going to use tinted moisturizer. I have always done this. I have always used like a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream, for like before I even started wearing cream makeup. And I recently, actually probably in the last year, I started wearing BB cream under my makeup again. Just because it helps me color correct. It keeps my skin nice and hydrated. You guys, so sorry. It has an SPF in it. So it's just kind of like a 2-in-1. And then my skin doesn't have to work so hard, especially because I do have like sunspots. I have freckles. I have redness. I have like little veins, things like that. And this just helps. So I'm using a tinted moisturizer today. I typically use a BB cream, but my skin is pretty dry today. So we're going to do tinted moisturizer to keep it a little bit more hydrated. So, and I think it's dry again, because I've been using all this other stuff, on my face. So let's see, we're going to block that person. I have some creepers. I don't know what's been going on lately, but there has been like a lot of creepy people coming on my socials. Okay, if you are new to my page, I would love to know where you're watching from. And I would love if you said hello. Okay, so I'm just adding this tinted moisturizer. You can already see how it's kind of getting my redness kind of evened out. And this is very, very light. So you could actually wear this tinted moisturizer by itself. You don't have to have like anything over it. I think tinted moisturizer or BB creams with like just a bronzer and a blush is so pretty. I did it when I was in Mexico over Christmas break, and my mom was doing it too. Memphis, Tennessee. Last time I was in Memphis, I went to Elvis's house, right? Isn't that where he lives or lived? Hi, from California. I use Celeste. I have a link up in my bio, but I can always send you a link. I look very washed out right now. This light is really bright. Okay, so I have a lot less redness to correct now. The BB cream would typically cover it a little bit better. But again, I want to be very moisturized today. Hello from Myrtle Beach. Man, I loved Myrtle Beach growing up. Because I'm from Georgia and we had family in North Carolina and South Carolina. Okay, so you guys, I'm using this color called Mango, and I'm using this instead of just going right into my colors. Hi, Lacey! Going right into my colors. And this is because I've had a lot of questions on this lately. People have asked, like, what can I do to cover up my redness? And I say mango, and then they're like, what? How does that cover? I get it. So a lot of times our redness actually has kind of this violety purple tone. Do you see how that just corrected that little piece? It has like a violety tone to it a lot of times, especially if the redness is in our cheeks. And mango has like this yellowy orange undertone, which is going to help correct that. Not only that, but it kind of preps your cheeks and preps them for your blush and your bronzer. So look at this. So it kind of already looks like I have a little bit of bronzer on, right? Isn't that so funny? So these little guys, since they're small, I'm not going to put mango on those. I'm going to color correct them with something else a little bit later when we're almost done with our makeup. But this just kind of like, right, I have this like vein right here. Not vein, but what is it? What is this? I don't actually know what they are, but I'll get like red, like kind of red, like I guess they're veins, but they get like purpley and red. My mom has them too. They're totally, anyways. And part of it has been since I started using other makeup. So we're not doing that anymore. Okay, I am going to show you guys how I build my palette. I'm going to start with contour, the capillaries. Thank you. Thank you. I am going to start with my contour here. And I'm going to go in with this one brush, okay? This is the detail brush. I love this brush for contour because it's got this like flat end and you can control the contour a little bit more. And some people will talk about how their contour almost looks like their blush, or it looks like maybe they placed it like a bronzer. And that's usually because we have too much contour on our brush, or your brush is too big. Okay, so I'm doing my hairline here, and I have like a little bit of a receding hairline here. It is become more apparent since having a child. So I kind of push my shadow back there, and I'm creating dimension to bring kind of the focal point to the center part of my face. So I am creating dimension and shadows along my hairline here. Hi, friends! And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it with my cheekbones now. Now, I have that mango color right here because I was color correcting my redness. So I don't need a ton of this contour. Okay, I'm just doing a little bit of a shadow here. Little shadow. And I'm using the edge of this brush. So if you're finding your contours just like, you're like, it looks like a thick line, try using the edge of your brush. Do you see how I'm doing that? And then with the extras, we're going to go down the center of my nose. To be very honest, I actually prefer to color correct my nose after my color's already down. And now I'm going to go here. And the reason we do this one layer, you guys, hello, you guys. The reason we do this one layer is because all of these colors are like fully pigmented. So you don't need a ton of colors. You don't need a ton of layers in order to get a full like foundation look, because I like more of a medium to full coverage, but I actually don't need lots of layers in order to get that. And what's funny, okay, I'm going to go into my brightening highlight. We call concealers and foundation in Saint World highlights, okay, because we're highlighting parts of our face. So I was doing traditional makeup yesterday, a traditional makeup, tutorial over on my Facebook. And because I do have followers who use traditional makeup instead of creams. And I was just doing layer on layer on layer on layer. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how to do this almost. And it took me so long. Whereas like with Saint, it takes me 5 minutes. To do like a really full glam look, it takes me less than 10. So, okay, so I am brightening the the inner and outer parts of my eye here. Okay, so I'm just doing that. And I'm going to go the center of my face here. Hi, friends. Nose. So I'm going to pinch this and just keep that brightening right in the center there. And Cupid's bow and chin. Okay, I am going to draw a little bit of this brightening along my jawline, like above that contour. And this is why. I am using a darker foundation shade today because I actually can't find my true color. It's somewhere in this house. So I'm using the one shade up that I typically use when I'm this fair. So, okay, let's block this person. I don't know what has been up with these like random creepy men, but it's been heavy on the socials lately. Okay, so you can see I have all of these other areas right here that have no foundation color, and that's where I'm going to add my foundation color. And I have heard this from several people, is all of you Saint artists do your makeup different. Yeah, that's because it's kind of cool because you kind of find what works for you. You know what I mean? So there are some times that I really do put a whole main shade all over my face and then add stuff in. And then other times I just do this one layer. Okay, so I just put my main highlight, which is my foundation shade. And I'm going to apply that color all in these areas that I don't have any color yet. So right underneath my contour, I'm just going to tap that in. And another thing I get asked is, how do you get your colors to blend so easily? If I need to, I will warm my creams up with a blow dryer. But kind of stabbing them helps a little bit because they're creams. They're creams. It's not like it's liquid. But letting it warm up on your face really does help. I know. I don't know what is going on, Lindsay. We're not the only ones. It's like happening to like everyone. It's wild. Okay. So I'm adding those colors all in the areas that don't have anything yet. And then do you see how this area does not have any color? We're going to add color. And my face is lighter than the rest of my body, and that is because I am like an SPF person. I didn't go without SPF. So I am now applying this also on my eyes because my eyes have a lot of purple in them. No, it's not eyeshadow. Everyone thinks that I'm lying and have eyeshadow on. I'm like, nope, that's not it, people. That's not it. Okay, so this is what the cream looks like. Now, some people, especially because it is, what are you attaching your powders on? It's pink, magnetic, and mirrored. Oh, yes, this is my same palette, you guys. So this is what I use in Sal. This is my palette. So all of my colors pop into this magnetic palette. And if you ever want a color match, I've been color matching people for 3 years. I have matched tens of thousands. It's not weird to do it online. I promise that is how all of my people have been color matched by me. And I'm rarely wrong. So if you want your makeup to really stay, especially as we're coming into these summer months, like spring and summer months, I'm going to spray one side of my face and then blend. Okay. I get asked if I use a primer. Usually, no. But I do have a couple primers I would suggest if you're like a primer girly. I'm not using a shade that's more yellow than my skin tone. It's actually a neutral shade, but you can see this. I'm not going to match my face that's much lighter than my neck and my chest. In fact, when I ask you to send me a picture, yay, I'm so glad, Courtney. I actually ask you to send me a picture like this showing your neck and chest because most of the time, you guys, your faces are lighter than the rest of your body. If we matched our face and not our neck and our chest, then you would have a white face and a darker neck and chest. And that's not what you want. Everything to look seamless. So it's actually not so much more yellow. I just have a lot of redness in my skin. And so it looks yellow. So as you can see, look at this. It is now the same color. Does that make sense? Okay. So I am tapping my brightening highlight in, and I am tapping my main shade in. You guys should not be swirling your cream makeup all over the place. And because when you do that, you're just moving the color. Where you place your cream makeup is actually where you want it to stay. So I'm just diffusing those colors, okay? And I did it with the lightest shade first. Now I'm going to go into my contour, and I'm just diffusing this line. So I really kind of want my contour to stay here. I don't want to mess with it too much. I'm going to push it back into my hairline a little bit more. Okay. And now I'm going to flick up. I'm going to flick this contour color up, and I'm going to diffuse this little line. But look at that. Okay. So as you can see, the colors I put on are not too yellow. They match my skin. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of, no, I'm not. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. I might not need to add any more contour there. I might be okay. Okay. So I applied that. I sprayed the, if you're like like it takes you a while to blend, That's okay. Start with one half of your face with a spray and then do the second half. And I'm using a setting spray, you guys. My favorite setting sprays, if you're looking for an affordable one, is going to be Milani or the Celeste one, which I have a link to this. Those are more affordable ones that I like that work with cream makeup. I have used a lot of setting sprays, and this is just my personal opinion. If you are looking for one and you don't care about the cost, Urban Decay All Nighter or Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, those are the two that I think work fantastic with our creams, and just in general, creams or not. Those are great. Okay, so I am tapping those colors in. Just marrying the colors. We're getting them married. And see, I didn't have to do much as far as blending goes. Okay, so now I'm going to marry these colors again. I'm going to marry the contour. How do I send a picture for a color match? That's a great question. So you're going to text that number. You're going to text match that number, or you can just get in my message. You can just message me. I do need a little bit more contour there for my receding hairline. You can just message me and I will send you the color match form. What it's going to prompt you to do is it's going to prompt you to upload a picture, and you are going to be facing a well-lit window. Yes, color match is free. You're going to be facing a well-lit window. You're going to step about 3 feet back. That's just kind of like an arm's length. And you're going to make sure your neck and chest are included. Lights are off in the background. Please, if you can, try not to wear like a red shirt or a hot pink shirt, like a bright colored shirt, because it does change the color of your skin. I promise you, I'm going to show you guys this right now. It's actually called color analysis. It's color theory. So I have this color on. This is one of my like, colors that look good. But if I were to put this pink over, it changes the color of my skin. Okay. Whereas I take this off, look how much warmer and brighter my face looks. I put this color over, it darkens it, it doesn't look as good. Isn't that wild? Okay, so that is why wearing like a neutral color top is usually best, because your color match can really change with what you're wearing. It's wild, you guys. Okay, so I just blended in that. You guys see that? See, this is why I do not need to be testing anymore. You guys, tell me to stop testing products. And I just like love, I'm a consumer. I love testing products. I love trying things. You can get a color analysis. Some people have like color analysis places in their town. I did mine online with Created Colorful. So I'm actually a soft autumn. So it's funny because anytime I wear one of my soft autumn shades, you guys always make a comment. So anytime I wear this color, a taupe color, sage green. I was wearing sage green yesterday and my DMs blew up. Kind of like a rusty orange or a rusty red. All of those colors are my soft autumn colors. And then I actually have a sister palette. As a mature woman, cream makeup has made a huge difference. Exactly. It's the best. So my sister palette is actually called a light spring. And it's funny because anytime I wear a light spring color, you guys also make comments. And usually it's when I wear like a periwinkle or a purple color. And those colors are best on me when I'm wearing makeup. So I just think that's kind of fun. Okay, so we have our base done, you guys. This is like your foundation. This is your foundation. So pigmented. It is one layer, which is wild. I personally like to add bronzer, which is right here. Bronzer is totally optional when it comes to me suggesting makeup colors for you. So I just think bronzer is fantastic. It just warms up your face. It is very cold up in my room right now, so my colors are quite, look, like, you guys, my colors aren't always creamy like you guys see on my videos as well. Like, sometimes you gotta just warm them up. It's very cold up in my office because my husband's a psycho and keeps our house so cold. You can buy this palette from me, but you definitely want a color match. However, I will say some people don't like to send their picture in to me. It doesn't go on the internet. It only goes to me, but you can color match yourself with our pre-built palettes. Yeah, and I have that in my profile as well. Okay, so I have my bronzer above my eyebrow, and I normally wear way more bronzer than this. But I'm trying to be just a light touch girl today, okay? For you guys. So I have it on the tops of my cheekbones. I have it right above my eyebrows and below my contour just to warm up your face. So anywhere that maybe you would get sunburned or tan in the summer, that's where you want that. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little Charlotte Tilbury dupe here. If you guys have been seeing those wands all over the place for like a year, the Charlotte Tilbury ones, they're so expensive. But our Madrid, you can use Madrid, you can use Hollywood, you can use Tiger Lily if you were a Saint wearer and you know what I'm talking about. But this little combo is totally a Charlotte Tilbury dupe. So you add Madrid or one of the colors I just said, and then rose gold on top. You can also add confetti. Nova would be pretty if you have darker skin than I do. Let's just one thing. Okay, and now I'm going to tap that color in, and it is just going to give this like pinky rose gold. Oh, so good. Look how pretty that is. So gorge. And this is really beautiful for anyone. So whether you have mature skin, not mature skin, this little color combo is absolutely stunning. It's one that people have been asking me about, so I was like, oh, let's talk about it. And now I'm going to take this illuminator and I'm going to put it on my Cupid's bow and the tip of my nose. And the amazing thing about our lip and cheeks is that they dupe as a lipstick and a cheek color. So that's kind of nice. I do match you to two typically because I like options. I don't know if you like options. So I'm going to add a little bit of Madrid. My brushes are from Saint. And if you are a Saint user, you guys please use the brushes, at least one. They are intended for the creams. Okay, so I put Madrid on, and then I'm going to add a little bit of rose gold on top. We're going with like a light lip today. In fact, we're going with a light lip only because I am going to go do another tutorial after this on my beauty page. We're doing like a little makeup class series. Okay, you guys, we're going to do an eyeshadow color that I saw my friend do the other day, and you don't even break. I am the worst. I am so rough with my palettes that my stuff breaks sometimes. Okay, I'm going to prime my eyes a little bit more, and I'm going to do this color combo, this eyeshadow color combo that is so stunning. My friend did it on her stories the other day, and it's been living rent-free in my head. So we got to do it. I got to get some of this. Okay, whatever, it's fine. I am going to set my eyes with a powder. Yes, you definitely want the Saint brushes with your Saint makeup. I didn't get the Saint brushes when I first started, and it was a big mistake. And then it's just like you just like waste product because my fancy expensive brushes were just soaking up the cream. Where is my brush that I want to use for my eyeshadow? Okay, here we go. Okay. Well, typically I can get away with using one brush, but I am not using one brush today. I've used two. Oh, only two. I've used the Shape brush, which is 25% off. This is an exclusive one. This was like a deal last summer, I think. So you can't get the black one, but the silver Shape brush is 25% off. And then I was using the detail brush as well. So those are the two that I was using. Now I'm going to switch to eyes. And if I told you to get just one eyeshadow brush, it would be the eyeshadow brush. That's what it's called. Looks like this, but in silver. But I'm going to use two of them. Okay, this month, so we get shades of the month. We have shades of the month every month. And we're doing eyeshadows this year. For the last like 2 years, we've done lips and cheeks. This year we're doing eyeshadows. And this is so far, these colors are the same as what we had in our advent calendar, I think, from December. And there are like 3 that are ride or dies that I am so obsessed with from that calendar. And I don't use them because if you didn't get the whole calendar, you can't do the eyeshadow looks I'm doing. Well, now I'm so glad that we're doing individuals so that you guys can get them. So Dream is hands down my favorite transition shade I've ever used. I'm a Bubba girl. Now, if you're a Saint person, you know what I'm talking about. I'm a Bubba girl and a basic girl. Those are my 2 favorite transition shades. No, this one takes place, and it has taken place since the moment I used it. However, I just couldn't use it until this month because I didn't want to use stuff that you guys didn't have. So, I used Dream, gorgeous by itself. I literally would wear this by itself, put on mascara, be done. Okay, but I'm going to show you this combo. So now I'm going to use Sedona. It's this brown, it has a little bit of a red undertone, and I'm going to tap it on the outer corner of my eye. Oh my gosh, move over, Bubba. Move over, Bubba. Dream is coming in. I love Dream. Like if I was like, no, you need one transition shade for the rest of your life, go get this. In fact, I'll probably order 2 more because I need to make sure I never run out of it. Yeah, Mama is so pretty too. Mama's right here. I have to be in the mood for pinks though. You know, like browns I'm always in the mood for. I'm always in the mood for browns. Okay, so I'm tapping Sedona on the outer corner of my eyes. Now I'm going to take the fluffy side of this eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to make sure those colors are nice and seamless and smooth. Hi, you guys! So there's that. And then the cool thing about this look is this look would look good on any eye color. Now I'm going to take Riviera. Riviera is so beautiful. If you don't have Riviera, but you want to recreate this look, you could use Angel's Landing. You could try Drift. Drift is going to be a little less bronzy, but it would be really pretty. So I'm just putting Riviera on the inner corner here and just kind of moving it into like the middle and kind of blending it in with Sedona. And then all I would need to do is my eyebrows and my mascara. Should I do those? I don't really, I'm going to have to go wash my face off anyways because I have to go do my, I have to go do my class in my Facebook group. But you guys, so all I would need is I would just need to touch up a little bit of my eyebrow here because my eyebrow, okay, just threw my brush down. I got my eyebrows done, like microbladed, powder browed, but the day after I got them done, I was like just wiping my eyes and went whoop. So I have color pigment that's gone, but it's okay. She's going to touch them up. But I would just like do my little, like do the eyebrows, and you can use a color from Saint and put it in your palette and use that to do your brows. And then you would just need mascara. Some people use lashes, like, so they wouldn't need mascara, but you can put your entire makeup bag into this one palette. And what's, yeah, I was supposed to color correct those for you guys. It just came, like, I go through these phases of like, oh, I want to try all these new things. Like, will I like something better? And it's like, I just don't. And it comes back to how bad I've been breaking out. Like, Saint never does this to me. And in fact, I used to have really kind of bad acne when I first started Saint. And my skin cleared up so much because I was using good ingredients on my face. And anyways. So, this is Demi. I'm color correcting that little guy using Demi. And yes, if you get color matched by me, I will look at your face. If I see that you need some color correcting, I will go ahead and suggest things for you. But this just goes to show, like, why am I trying all these other products when everything makes me break out? This is what my skin looked like before I switched to Saint, except it would be like all right here. Not just hormonal, it wasn't just hormonal. Like everywhere. I was breaking out everywhere. It was so bad. Okay, so friends, we're done. We're done. I would just need mascara, but I don't want to go wash off the mascara before my life. So, okay, if you want color match, let me know. I can color match you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Bye.